I'm going to love making this video. I'm very excited right now. The heartbeat is going up. The breathing is intense. I'm really excited to finally announce the release of my favorite game, like in a very long time. This game has been within my soul, my being, almost with every breath. And I know every video we're supposed to say that and get excited, and it's true. I mean, there's a lot of great games to be excited about. I say it in every video and live stream, and this is one that is an exception to the exception to the exception. Ladies and gentlemen, Farthest Frontier, a game from August 9th, 2022, finally has a release date on the 23rd of October of 2025. That is over 3 years of early access of a city builder that has knocked my socks off. And honestly, I've really enjoyed playing it ever since, well, the release day. I mean, I remember when this game actually was available and I got a code for it, or I think it was a few days ahead of time, and I was blown away. I was literally thinking, holy crap, this is everything I love about Banished and Anno with a little bit of Stronghold in here. And it was amazing. And it had problems. It was unoptimized and would really lag at a certain level, but the developers have done a great job of listening to player feedback and telling everyone to be patient and adding more stuff to it. And this is really city building and also game development done right. Ever since the first initiated videos, or what the hell, inaugural videos? Yeah, inaugural videos on the channel of Anno 1800, I loved that game. I made so many friends and got to play with so many of you in Anno 1800, with my first one being like 1404, and then I still have yet to go back and play a couple of others. Regardless, this game is like what filled the gap of beating Anno and giving me a breath of fresh air, where I'm not overwhelmed about optimization all the time, but more focused about survival. And I think that is what's going to do it for me for Farthest Frontier. Now, if you haven't heard of this game, the good news is I'm going to give you a quick heads up. This game's on sale, by the way, as of the Steam Autumn sale that just started a couple of days ago, and I gotta implore you to the highest levels of, I am begging you to please check out this game on Steam. It is $22.49 right now, 25% off on Steam, and I'm sure the discount will probably continue up until maybe its release and maybe after. I don't know if it'll be 25% off, but this is the prime example of like a perfect game for this channel. Like, honestly, of all the games that we played that are city builders, especially during the times of COVID, you know, Anno, and then going through Banished, and then a bunch of other city builders like Patron and Farthest Frontier, and also Foundation, Austria. There's a lot of them that kind of mix in my mind, but honestly, Farthest Frontier is a game where I think about it like a couple of times every couple of days. Like, I just think about how fun it was to put down decorative fences and plant like cypress trees or whatever they are, and juniper bushes, I think, and it's just an amazing game. It hit me in a way where it was just the right place at the right time, the perfect storm. So now, after all this time, the developers are finally putting in a development tree in the game. It's kind of already in there in their current beta version, which we've covered on the channel. There's also, of course, going to be some civic edicts or policies, city policies, that are going to add a lot to the game, and it's going to mimic, I think, a lot of what is going to be happening soon with Pax Romana. Anno's coming out with a new game, as I call it, 11/7 Pax Romana. That's going to be in November 13th for that one. And so October 23rd, the release of Farthest Frontier. This game is perfect. It's like little less than a month ahead of time, but honestly, I think it's the greatest combination of two games that are going to be like peanut butter and chocolate for me. And I just wanted to gush about this game because honestly, this is the proudest I've ever been in making videos for this channel, is when I'm able to create tutorials of things that I've discovered or things that you've shared with me and things we've learned over the years of playing it, and I get to do my duty, which is to give you entertainment and information at the same time. We call that, what, infotainment? Hate that word, but honestly, if you can watch a video that is 20 minutes and I give you 5, 6, 7, 10 different tips on how to farm or how to get blueberries or how to optimize your cities, and someone's like, oh, I had no idea you could do that, thank you so much. That is the proudest moment of this channel, and that is exactly why I wanted to make more videos like that. And I'm so excited to make the ones that I already had back in 2022 again, so that way they're relevant again in the algorithm, and so more people can see them at release, and to really just show that Crate Entertainment, the people who made this game, who then made a game before that called Grim Dawn, and some of the characters from that game apparently show up here in Farthest Frontier, and apparently Crate Entertainment is working on another game, but I'm not sure exactly what it is. That's game development done right. I think these folks are from Boston. Damn it, when I was there, when I was taking a look at some other games in 2024, I wish I was able to find their offices and shake their hands. not too many people on that team, I think, but this is beautiful. It's a great game. It is, now has 45-degree roads and things like that they've like added and improved over time. There was already the ability to pretty much build roads almost at any angle, but they've made it better. And that's something that's coming to Anno as well. But seriously, Farthest Frontier and Anno are like two sides of the same coin. You have Ubisoft there with nearly millions and millions and millions of dollars of budget to make a series that is already well established, and to try to improve upon that and to keep it fresh by going to ancient Rome and do things that they haven't done before. But Farthest Frontier, this is kind of like this developer's first time of being like, hey, let's make a city builder. And it's amazing how there's a different level of quality here, but they're both just outstanding. Like, Farthest Frontier is like such a solid B movie that you have to give it respect. It's almost like The Last Action Hero with Arnold Schwarzenegger, where it's like, not everybody thinks of that as being like, the first Schwarzenegger movie that comes to mind, but it's really like comparing maybe, I don't know, Terminator 1 or 2 to The Last Action Hero. It's Schwarzenegger, it's a little different role. Whatever, it doesn't matter. What it is that these two games can both exist in the same space and be amazing and be my favorites and be examples of what the other games should do. And I want to see, after their launches, the developers continue to develop and add free stuff and DLCs. You know damn well Anno is. And I don't know if Farthest Frontier is going to do that or not, but it took them a long time just to deliver on bridges. This game didn't have bridges for the longest time, and people didn't care because it had what Anno at the time in 1800 didn't have, which was land combat. The ability to build walls, build towers, and really battle it out kind of like you would in Stronghold, building like a giant fortress and then having waves of enemies try to attack with catapults and trebuchets and shields and trying to knock down your walls and break in to your stronghold. And Farthest Frontier and Stronghold are kind of the same that way as well. So honestly, when I found out also in this game with the farming, where they had like clay and sandy soil, I couldn't believe it. It was the perfect amount of detail, just like an Austrave with the farming, which I think even does farming better than Anno and Farthest Frontier. But honestly, that's a story for a different day. But I'm really excited to continue to promote games like Farthest Frontier here on the channel, Austrave, and also Foundation, Town to City, and all these little games that they're just so packed with charm, and they're just so lovely that I have to absolutely climb to the highest mountain and tell everyone to then pass on this message of check out Farthest Frontier, check out all these other little city builders that are 20, 30, maybe $40, and they could last a lifetime, and the developers continue to support them. And that is one of the beautiful things we have, at least about digital sales, is that these games are able to update themselves over and over and over again. If you look at an example like Stardew Valley, that developer is still working on a different game. I think it's called Haunted Chocolatier, but then able to also continue to be like, you know what, I'm a little bored, I'm going to make a free update to Stardew Valley. Or in the case of No Man's Sky, that game has never been better, now allowing you to make your own ships and like literally customize things like you would in Starfield, which made that game really appealing. But now you can do it finally in No Man's Sky, and that makes me excited for their other games too. But regardless, No Man's Sky was kind of a nothing burger at the time, and now is literally the world's biggest feast. And I feel the same about Farthest Frontier in a way. There was a lot there and a lot of charm and things that blew my socks off and made me want to just continuously cover the game. And in fact, again, I know I'm rambling, but I don't care. I played this game for like 2 5-hour live streams for the entirety of a month. And then we have a meme in the community about bears, and then they put it in bear mode. I swear it was for me. I don't know, or not. But anyway, Farthest Frontier coming out very soon. I want to be more excited like this about games, and I think if there's a lot of people who are just kind of upset about certain games, the way things are certainly going, I think you're right. There are a lot of shady and unfortunate and disgusting things happening in this gaming industry, and developers and people who are abused and just thrown away and discarded once they get what they need out of them. And those companies need to be, we need to keep lists of this and just keep away from that. But also, when something is different and fresh and new, we need to put more of our mind and our focus on all the good things and look for the people who are doing good and being the best that they can be, and just doing that by default, not trying to go out of their way to do it. But you can see that these people just live, breathe, and are that. And that's how I feel about 11-bit Studios and Microprose and anything published by Hooded Horse and those developers and publishers, whether or not they're both. I don't care. Anyway, Crate Entertainment is both developing and publishing this game. Again, August 9th, 2022 it dropped and has almost 9,000 very positive reviews, and I was happy to see all of my favorite streamers at the time streaming it. And I hope now with this game dropping on the 23rd of October that everyone else checks it out. It's kind of a horrible time, honestly, to drop that game, but everyone I think is going to be scrambling to release their games before the release of Grand Theft Auto. Yeah. When that hits, Grand Theft Auto in May of 2026 is going to just, there's going to be a nuclear bomb of games dropping between now and then, and it's just too much. It is. You know, we had Dying Light, we had Borderlands, we had, well, we've got Ghost of Yotai very soon, and there's been all these other games, including Silent Hill F, which is like the first Silent Hill game in a long-ass time. And yeah, there's almost too much, and that's my biggest complaint now about the gaming industry. It's a good thing to have, but you know, not enough time to play all this good stuff. So I hope everybody gets a chance to try Farthest Frontier. If anything, the link is down below in the description. Add it to your wish list. I don't think I've ever been paid to play this game. I just do it because it's like the best game ever. Like when it comes to my mind all the time, and that's what happens to games randomly for me, like World in Conflict, which is truly my favorite game of all time. I love that one. And so that's why with Broken Arrow, we go to continue to play World in Conflict mods. Anyway, all right, enough gushing from me. I just wanted to say that, yeah, Farthest Frontier on sale now, 25% off for the Steam sale, the autumn sale going on, I think, until the 16th of October, so it'll be a few days before they release, but maybe they'll continue the sale. It's also on sale with their Grim Dawn bundles. That's like another $3 for that game, and yeah, seems like a good time. Maybe I'll go and give myself a try with Grim Dawn. Have you played Grim Dawn? Let me know. Is it worth it? Like, is that something I should absolutely play? What's that game like? I've seen pictures, people tell me about it all the time, but yeah. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks again for watching. Thanks for all your support on the channel. Don't forget to subscribe. I will be having giveaways for this game too. I think I have more keys to give away from the previous time I took a look at it, and the developers are more than likely to do that. So if you watch through this whole video, as usual, just say I'm in all caps down below, and congratulate the folks at Crate Entertainment, and let me know your thoughts on the developer, the publisher, the game, the channel, and all that good stuff. And hopefully we can give you all some great giveaways before this game and after this game launches again on October 23rd, 2025. I can't believe it. Finally, after all this time. And it's a good thing to say. All right. Well, anyway, I guess I'll say the best thing I have today. I hope you're well, and goodbye.